What's up, everyone? Connor Farrell here. Heading to Japan very soon, and I know you can't bring liquids on the plane, so I gotta start stocking up now.
I hope Japan is stocked up on milk, Lisa, because Connor Farrell's coming through.
I hope Japan is ready for Thor. Welcome back to the Fast Break. Goalies, you're going to want to stick around for this one because you're really going to like our Up Next segment.
And we've got a giveaway coming, too.
So let's get into the opening face-off.
The World Cross Exhibition Games are going down this Saturday at the Iriyato Athletic Complex, just 30 minutes outside of Tokyo. That game's going to be broadcast live on Sky Perfect TV, but you'll be able to see the highlights right here at the end of the weekend.
Plus, Rabel Overnight wrapped up this past weekend in San Diego, where players got world-class training from Paul Rabel and Kyle Hartzell.
What'd you learn today?
Drop step.
Go see him real quick, buddy. Go see him.
If they come into you, then you initiate contact.
Give me that ball. Where you want it? Top left? Great.
Plus, PLL writer Joe Keegan came up with his top 5 players that could benefit from the expansion team: Joe Lacasio, BJ Grill, Mike Bachlet, Tyler Dunn, and Ryan Conrad. Now, I personally think that Ryan Conrad would really help this 7th team. He just came off a national championship win at the University of Virginia, where he put up 49 points and 95 ground balls. He can certainly help any team.
Now, let's talk about this Japan trip. The guys just recently touched down. We had a lot of questions about their trip coming up.
We did. We asked them what they were excited to see, what they're packing in their bags, who they're excited to play with. So let's check in with them.
What's up, guys? Miles Jones here, midfielder from the Chaos Lacrosse Club, and we're headed to Japan.
I'm most excited about in Japan is experiencing the culture there.
Excited to just embrace and learn from the culture and spend time with some of the guys that, 1, were on my team this past year, and 2, weren't on my team.
I've never been to Japan, so for me, I get to experience a new culture and a new country, as well as helping to grow the game.
I'm just excited to get over there and play against the Japanese with a group of new guys I haven't had the chance to play with.
Oddly enough, I'm actually looking forward to the long flight. I'm a big sleeper. I can sleep easily, so I'll probably be asleep before the plane even takes off.
It is definitely watching comedy movies. I'm a huge comedy guy. I love to laugh.
I think I might even start Game of Thrones for the first time.
I'll be sleeping for most, if not all, of the trip. That's right, Coach.
For anyone that knows me, they know that I'm a big snacker. So one thing that will definitely be in my backpack is plenty of snacks.
Passport and good vibe.
Bringing a lot of extra space in my luggage because I heard there's a lot of good shopping places out there.
Definitely ramen. Jerry's gonna have to bring me to some places that he knows because I heard he's the king of ramen.
One of my favorite things to eat on Earth is sea urchin. The Japanese have a ton of sea urchin over there, so I'm going to certainly get my fill. Make sure you guys are tuning in. A lot of content coming your way. Konnichiwa.
We cannot wait to see what goes on and off the field this week in Japan. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on.
Probably a lot of food consumption, too. You said you're most looking forward to seeing...
I'm most excited to see how many ramen bowls Jerry Raganese can crush. I'm sure it's going to be a lot.
I'm sure Connor Farrell can crush more.
Maybe we should have a ramen eating competition?
That sounds good to me. And looking at the roster, we know there's a ton of archers out there on the field together, but I'm looking forward to seeing how these pros who are on different teams mesh out there together. We haven't seen this since the All-Star game, and we're going to see it for the first time in Japan.
Yep, and one of the guys I'm most excited to see is Tim Troutner, who just happens to be the subject of this week's Crazy Numbers. The Redwoods' 4th-round pick in the 2019 draft put the league on notice with his veteran-like swagger and the play to back it up. In 2 meetings with the Archers, Troutner only gave up 18 goals, marking the fewest amount of goals the Archers scored against a goalie this season. He also held the league's leading goal scorer, Marcus Holman, to 3 goals on the season, Holman's fewest amount against any team in 2019. And when it came to defending the net against Chrome, who surprisingly scored the most goals this season at 120, Troutner only gave up 16 of those, the fewest amount given up to a single team. And on top of being Rookie of the Year, Troutner had 4 games of allowing less than 10 goals, the most in the PLL.
Out of his crease to make that stop. Took the angle completely away, and Troutner across midfield. Troutner on the feet, and he's not heading back to the net. He'll pick up an assist on the goal from Sexton.
And part of the responsibility of winning the Rookie of the Year award is helping us out with our Up Next segment.
It sure is, and we've got 2 keepers for you guys this week.
I've got Jonathan Singer coming out of Don Bosco Prep. He's class of 2020 from Ramsey, New Jersey, and he says when he's not in net playing goalie, he's out volunteering at a local food pantry and playing the cello, so he's pretty well versed off the turf as well. He also claims that he wears the same undershirt every single game since the 8th grade where he had his first shutout. I hope he washes the shirt as much as he wears it.
That thing has got to smell.
That smells horrible.
And I've got Ben Kepler. He is 6'3", 175, and a sophomore at Sidwell Friends School in Washington, D.C. And when I asked him why he chose the goalie position, he said when he was younger, his team needed a goalie, but more importantly, he hates running, which is something that I can relate to.
I think we can all relate to that. Tim, who's up next?
Jonathan, hard to shoot on, footwork and explosiveness. He is snapping towards the ball. And you don't want to give up a rebound because he's coming out and laying you out. Ben is very patient and waits on everything and then explodes like a little rubber band coming at you. Inside, one-on-one, no chance you're scoring on him. He is robbing everyone. Both are coming up next, but if I had to give it to one, I'll give it to my man, Ben.
Is that the third week in a row that your player has won over mine?
You are correct, RJ. I'm 3-0.
Don't love that streak.
3-0.
Don't love that.
Now for our third episode, we've got a new segment for you. It's called Off the Clock, and it's simply what our guys are doing off the field.
And the first bit of news on Off the Clock, Matt Rambo and Trevor Baptiste moving in with each other. They're roommates.
That's quite a duo to be living together.
Do you think they have bunk beds?
I mean, I hope so.
How you doing over there? Really good. Okay.
Also, what's even more entertaining than that, Blaze Reardon is living in the apartment next to them.
There he is, my new roommate.
What's up? We've also got PLL pros jumping out of airplanes. A bunch of players a couple weekends ago headed down to Hawaii, and Mike Simon decided to do this. That's the final whistle. We're going to end this week's show with a trivia question.
In his 2 meetings with the Archers, Tim Troutner gave up how many goals?
If you think you know the answer, comment that down below, and hopefully you're selected as the random winner.
And if you are, you will get a t-shirt from our Veterans Day merch line.
And congrats to Wilson Farney, who's winning Jules Henningberg's gamer that he used in last week's Fast Break episode.
Muscle memory, very simple drill. Come around, you get those reps over and over again.
Yeah.
The more you do it, the more in a game you're gonna come around, get that shot off, the more likely it's gonna go in.
Message PLL Nation to get your prize.
And we need to fill this room with some more stuff. So if you want to send us some fan art, whatever you want to send us, make sure you send it to this address below.
And if you like what you see here on Fast Break, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button, and make sure you like this video as well.
Do it, and make sure you stick tuned to this channel for all of the Japan highlights.
We have a lot of them coming your way at the end of this weekend.
Yep, we'll see you guys next week.
Same time, same place.
Danowski feeds it in tight, and Troutner out of his crease to make that stop. Took the angle completely away, and Troutner across midfield. Troutner on the feed, and he's not heading back to the net. He'll pick up an assist on the goal from Sexton.